So the long speculated PS5 Pro has finally been revealed, and it's a very controversial topic for good reason. First off, they tried to show off some improvements via PS4 games, which is a bad look. We are already 4 years into this console generation, so you should be showing off some actual PS5 games and not games that are made for a system that is a generation behind. To their credit, they at least showed a few PS5 games, but it would have been better if they showed off no PS4 games and it was all only PS5 games. There are some differences with the PS5 Pro version, but you have to squint your eyes quite a bit to spot them, because it mostly improves upon the details of textures from further distances, and this system will also be able to hit higher resolutions with a more stable frame rate when compared to the normal PS5 due to the stronger GPU. A lot of games from the PS4 and PS5 library will also be getting some performance boosts due to PlayStation's PSSR, which is their version of DLSS. It's basically an AI system that helps to improve the performance of games. There is also a 2TB SSD, which is a nice upgrade from the base model, so at least it has some benefits. However, the whole problem with this is the price point. It's a bit too steep for a console. It's $700 and when you convert that to other currencies, it reaches as high as $800 to $900, and that's not factoring in the disk drive and stand, which can drive the price to $1,000 in some regions. A console is supposed to be an affordable entry point into gaming, which this system isn't. Even the PS4 Pro was affordable. It was priced at $400 while the base model was brought down to $300, but the opposite has happened this generation, with the price of the base PS5 also increasing, which has resulted in the PS5 Pro being at quite a high price point. I don't get why they didn't decide to offer a 1TB version of this model to give it a bit of a lower price to reduce the backlash. The good thing though is that this is just a mid-gen refresh, so it's not necessary. You will be completely fine with your base PS5. I think Sony also doesn't expect to get much sales with this console, cause the PS4 Pro didn't really sell that much and it was much more affordable than the PS5 Pro. I'm also a bit worried about the PlayStation 6 if they are getting so bold and selling us a $700 system. Microsoft might also be looking at this and thinking, wow, we can do this too, and then the console cost of both Xbox and PlayStation next generation might be scary. So I hope this thing doesn't do too well so that they won't be so bold to price a console this high again. And I know some people might say that this is just an enthusiast system for the hardcore PlayStation players, but at this price point you might as well be thinking about building a PC that can do everything a PlayStation can and much better, or maybe even upgrading some of your existing PC parts. You just need to spend a bit more than the cost of the PS5 Pro to get a much better experience, which is why I really question the price of this Pro console. Also, how they decided to treat their physical customers is kind of sad, as they are making you go through much more trouble to play physical games on this system, as you have to purchase a disk drive that has very low volume. So good luck finding it, I guess. This also could be a sign that Microsoft and Sony are moving away from physical media, which sucks for the consumer, as more options is always better, and it looks like they are moving towards giving us less options. So yeah, for all those reasons, I think this system is just too overpriced for what it's offering, but it's just my opinion at the end of the day, and I would love to hear your thoughts about this console in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video, and with that being said, this has been 2367 Ruben signing out.